Hey, what's up, guys? So today on TATtalk, we're going to have two cultural foods. So stay tuned. We got James. I got a surprise cultural food. We also got some current events going on. We got a new app for Hawaiian culture, Navajo, different languages. And we also got some information on, what is it, the rhinoceros beetle that's wiping out trees, and some history on Rapa Nui. Fun-filled, full-filled, jam-packed show. We'll see you guys in a bit. See you. All right, a lot of energy there. So welcome to TATtalk. Thanks for joining us. This is a live show, everyone. Right there was a haka at the LSU University. Just keeping the culture alive. So my name is Josh. I'm the host. We got James here, co-host, Robert.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
The guest co-host. And today, we got a lot going on. So today's show, we're going to talk about, I kind of briefly mentioned it earlier, but we got a current event with a new app that came out for language. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to have a cultural food from James's culture.
I mean,
Robert Sue.
Yeah.
And Robert.
Yeah.
And Robert.
I guess, yeah.
And a lot of people in Southern California.
Yeah. All over the world, surprisingly.
There you go. I don't want to steal your thunder.
No, it's cool, man.
So let's just hold that thought. But then we're also going to talk about Rapa Nui and how that relates to something going on within the Pacific as far as losing the coconut palm trees. There's something going on. So we're going to discuss that. And at the end, we have a surprise cultural food because James is not going to be with us for a couple weeks. His work and everything. He's got things to do. So we have to get it in today before he leaves.
You want to torture me.
So it's a big surprise. I'm excited. That's why we have this raffle wheel.
They can't see it.
Oh, we got a raffle wheel.
Hold on.
And this is the
things might fall out.
That's the exciting wheel for the show. Something new.
This cool.
What do you got new today, Robert?
So our current event is going to be Duolingo. It's honoring Indigenous Peoples Day with the Hawaiian and Navajo language put in their program. It's just an app you do on your phone. You take time every day, 5, 10, 15, even 20 minutes, depending on how serious you are about learning the language. So I looked up the Hawaiian language yesterday and the Navajo language, and it's just, I mean, James did the Hawaiian language too, and we were talking about it earlier.
As far as like trying out the app?
Yeah, the process.
I'm totally fluent, by the way, now.
Say something. Do it.
Aloha.
Yeah.
That's it, dude.
But because we were talking is that it doesn't like say the word to you, so you basically are trying to sound it out. But I know.
Also, they don't pronounce it.
There's like one word it says once.
Yeah, when I went through it, the first word they pronounced it, but I think you may have to. I think if you sign up, maybe you'll get the other. Like,
is there a video?
Unlocked.
I think there's a video.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's get an intro on that.
Well, speaking Hawaiian or Olelo Hawaii just got easier.
Learning website Duolingo added Hawaiian to its catalog today. Users can now log on to learn conversational Hawaiian for free. The company launched the Olelo Hawaii option this morning in honor of Indigenous People Day. Kumuekela Kaniel Pio Crozier, one of 4 Hawaiian language teachers that contributed to the program. Her dream is to hear Hawaii's native language spoken freely.
Whether it's in our legislature, whether it's in restaurants, whether it's at the Valley, at a hotel, anywhere and everywhere, Hawaiian language should be spoken. I really think that a lot of people come to Hawaii thinking they're going to hear Hawaiian language, and they're surprised when they don't hear very much.
Olelo Hawaii lessons will be available through Duolingo's app that's coming up later this week. The website also added Navajo to its database today as well.
For Duolingo to put these languages out there is great recognition for these cultures, but also I think the momentum's going to catch speed with rest of the states across the nation to change from Columbus to Indigenous Peoples Day.
Well, it's good that it was on that day that they launched this app, and it looks easy to use. Right?
They presented it out that day, but they launched it about a week later, which is it's pretty cool, to see people being recognized for being indigenous, and it's nice for other people to learn the language. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
All right, so
Kalani brought up a point real quick that they need to work on their pronouns and a bit of
he already checked
to be
it
a
out?
bit loose with their English translations.
Nice.
I was wondering about that though. Like, how do they know like what's a legitimate like Navajo word for this or that, right? Or
hopefully they have like
an
elders or someone that
the Navajo tribe is probably the only tribe seriously that continues its culture in a school system they have on their land,
which is why they probably included this in the app.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
easier
smart.
for them. The Hawaiian language would probably be a lot harder.
So,
yeah,
culture food. What do you got today, James?
So, I was messing around about our anniversary, like you and my anniversary.
Yeah,
but it's kind of a joke.
Nice.
It's kind of a joke, but it's like the time we went to Mexico City, and we went during, since it's almost like Halloween.
I remember that.
In the Mexican culture, they celebrate Dia de los Muertos or Day of the Dead. I was just thinking, and we're taking turns doing the culture food. I figured I'd bring in a food from the Mexican culture or the Hispanic culture, I guess, or Mexican culture. So I brought in. I'm just going to say what it is.
Wait, it's watch the video, because the video will say what it is, and you can talk about it.
Cue the video. Mole, straight up moles. You scrape those up with people's faces.
Oh, I was thinking the animal mole. You're talking.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
moles with bananas. I
Yeah.
like it.
So you can read if there's any facts about or.
Oh, can we talk over this? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so description, mole poblano contains about 20 ingredients. A place I went to in Mexico City, they had up to 80 ingredients in theirs. It ranges from chili peppers,
Wow.
chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah. It gives it that like sweet, it balances out the sweetness and the spiciness of the actual dish itself. The chocolate does dominate. It gives it the dark color, but it also provides. Provided by the mulatto peppers with the spiciness. One thing that I found out about that I had no idea how it kind of came about. There's two kind of legends or folklores that it came like how mole came about, but one was that mole came from a pre-Hispanic times, and the Aztec king Montezuma, thinking the conquistadors were gods, served mole to Cortez at a banquet to receive them. And it says the story probably gained credibility because the word mole comes from the Nahuatl word mili, which means sauce or concoction. So they're kind of putting like a bunch of different ingredients together. The other one, which I thought was kind of cool, is that there was a group of nuns that were they had the archbishop come and visit them, and they were poor. They didn't have it very much, so they just put a bunch of ingredients together and poured it over, I think they said turkey, and the archbishop loved it, and
they remembered what they poured in there.
Yeah, well,
they were like, oh yeah, add that.
And
add that.
and it's like, I don't know, they said 300 years ago or something.
Wow.
I don't know. There's some health facts. It may be a caloric sauce, so high in calories, but it's packed with good for you qualities according to the Institute of Medicine.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says. It says mole sauce is an excellent source of vitamin B, riboflavin, phosphorus, iron, magnesium, calcium, zinc, and niacin.
I mean, look.
Okay, have you tried it? Before today, have you tried it?
Yes.
I've tried it.
I actually don't like it.
Yeah,
I've tried it a couple times.
I actually don't like it.
You know what? One thing that I don't know if the viewers out there that's not from California, possibly from Hawaii or outside East Coast, Vegas, whatever.
Midwest, you wouldn't even know what Mexican food is.
I didn't even know what carne asada was. So a lot of the Mexican food that's just everyday food out here with taco shops and the culture, people don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
So this is cool. So why don't you show everyone?
Yeah, cool.
And so you cooked this. Wow. Wow. How long did that take?
I definitely can't take credit for cooking this. I legit Googled or Yelped like best mole sauce in San Diego.
Like my grandma's house come up.
Yeah. And it took me
What
to this,
is that?
It took me to this place, and there's two different, I don't know if you can see it. There's two different color sauces.
Use that one up there.
Oh, this one here. And it's still eaten across all of Mexico. And I don't know. It's usually a dish for celebration, or it's like a comfort food.
When you were talking about how it came about, there's like a lot of like any food. There's always an argument about who first did it and all that. And they tried to say they added more to it as more people came to the towns. They're like, oh, this is a good ingredient. This is a good ingredient. So that's why it's always made different. It's not always made the same.
Yeah.
Where'd you get this?
This place off of Adams Avenue.
Is it a
called,
truck or is it a restaurant?
No, it's a restaurant.
Okay, sure.
And I spoke to the
good.
main bartender there, or like of the restaurant, and he told me that the owner, he's originally from New Jersey, which is kind of cool.
Dang, that's good.
He lived down in
It is
Mexico for 12 years, and
Spicy.
this recipe has 25 ingredients in it, and it's the owner gets there every day at 7 a.m. and lays out the ingredients on the bar, and then just like makes it from scratch. So I was like, dude,
why it
that's
tastes so
pretty legit.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
everyone where that is again.
It's off of Adams Avenue
Here in San Diego.
here in San Diego, and it's called Cantina Mayuel, Mayuel. It seems like a pretty cool vibe there. It's really nice. Shout out to those guys for
That's good, man.
making
That's
it
bomb.
fresh
That
every
actually
day.
tastes good.
And-
What's inside it? Sandra asks. All chicken and all. Can you name all 25 ingredients?
I can actually.
Go for it.
There's so much that goes into it, so that's perfect.
So I'm gonna read it because so he says chilies ancho, chili cascabel, chili chipotle, chili negro, chili guajillo, chili de arbol, which is like the tree chili, the little ones, plantains, figs, dates, prunes, raisins, flaxseed, sesame seed, pumpkin seed, almonds, walnuts, marjoram, anise, avocado leaves, thyme, corn tortillas, corn oil, salt, chicken stock, and chocolate.
Wow.
That's a lot of stuff,
That's
dude.
a lot.
To
Of
have
gotta
to
grind
be
it
able to
all
put
down.
that, yeah, you have to grind it down.
and how?
Hey, girl.
Like that. They grind it like
Just
that.
grind it,
All right, you
dude.
got it. Yeah, that's how they grind it.
No, but the thing is, they have to make it into a paste first before they make it into a sauce. So it's like
Yeah.
a roll, like clay looking, and then they boil it and it turns into a sauce.
Well, the crazy thing is that's not the only thing on the menu. I
Right?
presume,
Yeah.
so
No. Definitely
imagine
not.
that.
The menu looked pretty
That's
delicious.
crazy.
So, but yeah, cool. Thanks for letting me share that.
Hey,
Shout out
good-
to our 8-year
good culture
anniversary.
food.
good
It was
job,
like 8 years ago that we
James.
went
Good
there.
job.
So,
Yeah.
Shout out
Good job,
to
dude.
James over
See,
here.
why can't you do just
killing it.
normal
Killing
food?
it.
Do normal food.
Actually, for those just joining, hello Jennifer, how's it? And Sandra and all of you out there, can we hear what we're gonna eat? I just want to hear. So this is
There's
what
a noise.
this is what it's gonna sound like. Maybe
Hold
you
on.
can
Give
guess
me,
while
like-
we talk.
2 seconds, please. I'm sorry.
So this
Jesus.
is what it sounds like. Ready? Maybe we can guess. Don't shut.
What
Maybe
does the
maybe we can
fox
guess.
say?
Okay. What does it sound like, guys?
Sounds like me on a Friday night after like 6 beers, eating leftovers.
Nachos.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is that, dude?
Really good.
those at home, can you guess what's being eaten right now?
Whatever it is, it doesn't chew with its mouth closed. Holy moly.
Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny
That's
eating
it right
carrots.
there.
Is that it? Are we eating
Yes.
carrots today?
I'm down for some rabbit. If that's what it is.
That's my bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down for some rabbit, but
All right. Well, that's a quick clue for those of you just joining.
oh,
What are we
Kalani,
gonna
I
eat?
hope it's a
What are we
rabbit.
gonna eat? Okay, so today, we're gonna talk about my client that came down from Guam. He was talking to me about something very important, like an emergency situation in Guam, because the rhinoceros beetle, which I've heard of, but I didn't even know that the islands had these, was infesting the island and has been since 2007. And because of that, they have to figure out what's going on. When I started looking into it, it actually is spreading throughout the Pacific. The first thing I thought about, because this rhinoceros beetle is killing off coconut trees, the first thing I thought about was Rapa Nui. So I want to talk about Rapa Nui because we might think that the rhinoceros beetle, a beetle killing off trees. Come on, there's thousands, millions of trees. Who cares, right? Like, we'll figure it out. We're in the 2018. Well, let's talk about Rapa Nui. Okay.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
When you say killing off the trees, is it eating the roots?
Yep. From the inside, they eat the heart of the
Bottom up.
palm,
Yeah.
and it just eventually, I think it'll take like a year before it'll just kill off the tree itself, and they have to cut the tree down because it's just rotted.
Yeah. Wow.
So again, I want to talk about Rapa Nui because I heard about Rapa Nui not having trees. When I visited Rapa Nui, there's trees there, but they're not native to Rapa Nui. They're like eucalyptus and other other things brought in because there was a time that trees were eradicated. So let's talk about Rapa Nui real quick. Culture segment. So let's first start and look at where Rapa Nui is located. It's isolated in the Pacific off of Chile. It's or South America. It's part of Chile.
Is it cold there? Chile.
I was thinking the other Chile. Okay, so when in 1700s, when the first Europeans arrived, here's a depiction of Rapa Nui. Now, as you can see, it's lush with vegetation, trees, and everything. As the years went by, the trees started diminishing, the vegetation started diminishing, and we're going to talk about why. So when the first settlers of the Polynesians came through to Rapa Nui, they brought rats, not on purpose. So they brought rats. These rats would feast on plants and all the new plants that were planted. Now Rapa Nui in itself already had bad situation, volcanic rock and all that. So when they would plant new plants, all these rats were just feasting and killing off the plants.
That thing's ugly, man.
Oh my god.
So here's just an example of a rat, if you guys haven't seen one in the past. So this is a rat that was eating the plants. Just an example. Now for our culture of food today.
Dude, that thing's huge.
Is it?
Yeah.
Chills just looking at that thing right now.
Well, me and him were playing earlier.
Yeah.
And
they were.
Dude, that's not sanitary, bro.
Oh, dude, don't put that.
Is it not? Why?
No, I hope we're not eating that.
Well, that's alive. We're not. We're not eating that. But scientists have seen that the rats, let me just tell you, these rats are known to populate every 47 days.
Dang.
They double their population.
Dang, they're going.
Okay. So, you start off with one pair of rats.
Yeah.
They estimated between 3 and 6 million in a time span of 20, 30 years.
That's nuts.
Now imagine that. So they knew that these rats were eaten by the Rapa Nui people, obviously, because there was no protein except fish. But when they first got to the island, there was no natural predators for these rats.
Oh,
no big animals, nothing to kill it.
Yeah.
So these rats play a big part of it. Not only do the rats play a big part of it, also the statues. Now you guys know about the statues called moai, the big heads
Right.
on Rapa Nui. And those of you that don't know, Rapa Nui is also called Easter Island by people in the West, or us, right? Easter Island. It's called Easter Island by the first European settler that discovered the island, but didn't really discover it because the people were there.
Yeah.
It was on Easter Day.
Oh,
and that's it. It was on Easter Day that he found the island, and he named it Easter Island because of that. Just a fun fact.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Well, now you guys know. So let's just talk about these statues. So these statues are huge. 20, 30, 38 feet tall.
Wow.
That's just the heads?
That's just the heads.
And they made them
and
themselves?
when they excavate, they show that the heads are full bodies, as you could see here, full bodies.
Whoa.
Dang.
Wait, the bodies are underground?
Yes. And they excavate it, and they saw that it goes 20 feet underground on most of the heads. And it's scattered throughout the islands. Now, there is a map of the different statue locations throughout the islands. Throughout the island. And as you can see here, there's over 800 to 1,000 statues documented.
Wow.
Now, come on, tons. All around the island. How'd they move it?
Well, where'd they get the rocks to make these things?
So there's volcanic rock that they would chip out, and they would have to move it off one volcano.
But still,
you had to take it all around the whole island, as you could see. So here's a photo of the excavation, just showing the size of the
That's
statues. And it's all around the island. So how did they move it? So they presumed that they moved it through trees. They would cut logs down, and they would use the trees to pull these statues. And this is modern day, what is it, like a reenactment of, like, you know, actually moving the statues. And as you can see, they had to use rope and logs. So over 1,000 statues, or 800 to 1,000 statues all across the island, moved by these logs. Already it wasn't fertile land.
Mm-hmm.
So between the rats,
Mm-hmm.
between moving these moai, they ended up like destroying all the vegetation. And because of that, there's a domino effect of famine. I mean, people were dying. It's crazy. There was no food. The soil, as soon as the palm trees.
That rat keeps looking at me, man. I don't like it.
He's my friend. Look at him chilling.
We should give him a name.
He just winked.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm talking about this is because now there's a domino effect. Without the trees, you know, there's no trees on the shoreline or even on the beaches and stuff to block high winds, which actually would blow all the topsoil off, and storms would come by. There's so much more to what these trees do besides food. We think of coconut trees like food. They would use it for housing. They would use it for everything that we use it for. In Samoa or Solomon Islands, they call it the tree of life, because in a coconut tree you can use everything. Now without the trees, they didn't even have the logs to make canoes to leave to go get food or stuff. But so there's photos of today. This is what Rapa Nui looks like today. And as you can see, there's some trees, there's some vegetation, but majority of it is plains, meadows, just grass and shrubs. And the trees are, like I said, eucalyptus and other variations that aren't trees, that aren't native to Rapa Nui. See all the volcanic rock and just tons of plains and, you know, grass.
I don't want to like throw you off, but I know this is a dumb question. Is there a specific reason they put their statues in certain areas? Yeah. Well,
so they say, okay, it's hard because everything's oral tradition. Mm-hmm. So they only know what was written and, what was talked to by family. And one reason is to say that each statue represents one of their ancestors for their family.
Oh, okay.
Another theory is that it was to honor the gods.
Oh.
And what they said is before is a lot of the statues were facing out, out toward looking up. And then when the missionaries came back, they were all facing forward, and a lot of them were like tipped over and all of that.
How did they get buried?
That's a good question, right? Because they're so buried, 20 feet under. That's
crazy.
So I'm guessing because the trees were gone, a lot of storms through hundreds of years just pushed, wind and dirt. Would push dirt and cover and
or it
grass
would maybe weaken the soil, and it would just
lift up
probably
as the wind would blow.
Yeah, that's wild. Because it's deep.
They're huge.
Yeah, it's really deep. It's really deep.
This picture here, you see the whole. That's
it's crazy just to think that Easter Island, Rapa Nui itself, sustained for so long without all the vegetation and. They had their own agriculture in the past. Scientists thought, their theory was they would burn tons of trees and have for their agriculture to plant.
Like resoil.
Right.
Yeah.
And while they were burning all the trees, that's bad, right? Mm-hmm. But what they found later was it was probably the rats, not them burning the trees because why? Because they're trying to figure out why did all the trees die. So let's... I see a lot of comments here.
Oh, sorry. I was so
They said
the
that
story.
the brown snake is still a problem.
Oh, in Guam.
Yeah. Tony wrote that.
Brown tree snake, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I had a good joke for that, but I'm going to not go there.
Okay, so we're just looking. Kalani says, back home we have Coconut Grove or Kapuaiva Grove. Named after King Kamehameha V. It was planted during his time. He owned property there.
He said Google it.
But today it looks like it's dying. I don't know why. Yeah, there's a lot of species and different things, happening nowadays with the environment, the weather, now bugs. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, I was going to say what
there are bigger rats than that, and there are. In Hawaii, we had a house that had this was like a baby. I mean, we had rats like that. I would just grab the rats all the time, and I'll just you have to.
No,
when you bite,
you wouldn't.
No, when
dude.
you
You're
bite
so
the head,
full of it.
you don't eat it. You don't eat the head.
Ugh.
When you bite it, you just break the neck, and then you throw it out.
Prove it. Prove it.
Lie.
No,
dude, no. Don't.
Okay, so I'm just kidding. I hate rats. Okay, so let's get back to the story. So let's talk about Rapa Nui. Now, Rapa Nui, I'm just talking to you guys about Rapa Nui because that really happened in the past. That was something within a couple hundred years that really happened with a society and the Polynesian people that is documented, and we could see the effects till today. And if you go to Rapa Nui, you'll know. So let's talk about this beetle, and I want to start off with a video on what this beetle is and how bad it is.
Prior to making Guam their
let's
home in
watch this
2007, the beetle was reported in many parts of Asia, including the Philippines. It was accidentally introduced to Palau, Samoa, and Australia. Although they were initially found in Tumon, Guam seen the species island-wide and spikes in the population as a result of heavy winds and rains from typhoons that leave mounds of green waste, the ideal place for beetle breeding.
Everyone has to do their part, and that's what's important. Invasive species is everyone's responsibility. And the impacts, what are the impacts? It's far-reaching. The coconut, if we lose the coconut trees, they're the ones that hold the shoreline for storm surges. And now we're talking about climate change. We're talking about stronger weather events. So what's going to hold us shoreline?
It's a major detected on Oahu about a month ago. As Marissa Yamane reports, there's a major effort underway to get rid of them. Marissa?
Joe, they're called rhino beetles, and you can see why. It has a horn. And not only are they big, they can also fly, kind of like those B-52 cockroaches.
Coconut rhinoceros beetle?
Yeah.
That is a real thing? All right.
It sure is. And look at how big it is. Even the grub is huge. It was first detected on Oahu on December 23rd.
We don't know how it came into Hawaii. They'll start feeding on trees. In really bad infestations, they can actually kill a coconut tree.
In fact, here's a tree on Guam that was killed by rhino beetles. They first detected the rhino beetle on Guam in 2007. We don't want to be in a situation like Guam or the other places in the South Pacific where rhino beetles are prevalent, so that's why the State Ag Department, along with many other agencies, are working hard to nip this problem in the bud. Hence the traps, which basically consist of some panels, a pheromone packet, a solar-powered light, and a bucket.
We're in the process of setting up several thousand traps.
So far, they've set up about 200 on Oahu, including one outside the John A. Burns School of Medicine and 3 at Ke'ehi Lagoon Beach Park.
We really would like people's cooperation in allowing us to put up traps on their property if we come by.
So we can all work together to eradicate this major pest. All right, so if you find a rhino beetle or grub, the Ag Department wants to hear from you. Call the State Pest Hotline 643-PEST. Marissa Yamane, KHON 2 News.
All right, so that's just a quick introduction to the beetle. Now, my client told me about it from Guam, and he said, hey, did you hear about the beetle? It's really bad on the island. I never even heard about it. So hopefully telling you guys about it just brings awareness that this is really happening, and it's actually really bad. There could even be a state of emergency as far as because you can't control it. Okay, so
they only eat the coconut trees, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what damaged trees look like. And if you guys are out there on the islands, look at this, and because they're trying to find the beetles and try and contain it.
I wonder how they got
killing
there.
Well, there's an idea of
they
how they
flew.
got there.
They fly.
They flew
pretty far.
They flew, dude.
They went on driftwood and just hung out and made their own little canoes.
They hitched a ride, and then they flew.
They just followed the stars.
So the larva, this is how the larvae grow and how they got to the island. This is an idea. Look, so in Guam, this is actually a bag of soil at the grocery store, like Home Depot or something. So they go and they get it. They open the soil bag. Boom, all these larvae are inside. And when they went and found out what's going on, they would find little holes in these bags coming from the mainland or Asia or whatever.
So it was too late.
And the beetles would put eggs. By the time it reaches Guam or the other islands, they would open the bags. And if you don't look into the bag, you're putting this in your soil.
Yeah.
And these are turning into beetles, and next thing you know, it's...
You think they did that on purpose to sabotage? I'm a conspiracy theorist, dude. I love
Hawaii was
shit.
really tight on like the agricultural part, because I remember a lot of them talk about if the animals aren't from there and they see them and they ship everything back. Like,
Yeah, if it's sealed up.
Well,
they're not
you
gonna
know,
go through
that's
and
why
open
when
it,
you
right?
when you go to Hawaii, they say, hey, write down fruits and all
Yeah.
this. And a lot of people are just like falling asleep and they're like,
On
put it in
the
their
plane.
pocket. They don't really care. But this is what might happen. So it's really important. So this is the interesting thing. In 1970, the coconut rhinoceros beetle from Southeast Asia and throughout Asia was found on the islands, right? And I forgot what island it was first found on, but they were able to stop it from spreading by a pesticide, a virus, and they found that out. In 40 years, they were able to contain it. All of a sudden, in 2007, it pops up in Guam. And they're like, well, first off, how did it get here? Second off, let's just eradicate it.
Yeah.
They found out it wasn't working. So the pesticide wasn't working, and it still spread. So in 2007 in Guam, in 2009, the mainland, Papua New Guinea, 2014 Hawaii, Palau 2014, Solomon Islands 2015. And this is called coconut rhinoceros beetle -G, CRB-G for Guam. So this particular species has traveled and is immune to the virus, and that they don't know how to kill it off because it's immune to that pesticide, and it's a specific beetle. And they're doing traps, and they're trying to have traps, and they're trying all these scientific things to try and do it. But dude, it's spreading. Solomon Islands now, it's spreading throughout the Pacific, and it's killing off the trees. That's crazy, because how do you stop it?
Oh, that's how Pono said he ate a larva once. Right here in the
Oh yeah.
comments.
How was it? Oh, he said super gross. You got a video for that? Post it in the comment.
See, that's gnarly, because
You
those
think it
things
was
are.
the
I mean,
Philippines?
I hope it was like dead and dried out, because
No,
looking
they're
at them,
big.
they're big and
Oh,
probably
they're
juicy
super
and
But
nasty.
if you put salt on it, they like, doesn't it kill them or something? Or
No, you're thinking of a snail, dude.
Nah.
Well,
that's Josh's
speaking
favorite
of
food.
speaking
Don't
of bugs,
play. No.
Eat the handles.
Hell no, dude.
Boom, boom, boom.
so this right here is a hissing cockroach.
Do they hiss?
And if you could see, we got a special one. You see that yellow thing? I asked the guy, I go, what is that? And he's like, oh, an egg. You'll be a daddy.
Oh.
I was so excited. I'm going to be a new dad. Anyway, that is disgusting. And look how long that is, and it's
Dude.
moving.
Dude, wait. So does that thing have like a bunch of kids in it?
Experiment.
So
This is
Pono
all
says
happening right now.
you bite the head off and then you eat it alive.
Oh no,
For our larva?
Yeah, for larva. Dude, what if that thing flies
dude.
out?
What are you? Dude, dude, it's flying.
God,
that's
put the thing on that.
That's nasty.
Okay, so as far as our cultural food today, I just want to let everyone know, James has a favorite. James has a favorite role model, who's Joe Rogan, and I know Joe Rogan by Fear Factor, and I remember them
Dude,
eating.
I remember
them eating a lot of these, and they said that it's healthy.
Everybody should comment in if they want
They
James
said
to
it's
eat this
healthy.
food.
No,
Just comment in or
dude,
put
that's
thumbs
crazy.
up. We want James to eat this food.
So all I know is that we want to be safe here.
Dude,
safety is number one.
No,
and
We'll put gloves on.
And I want it to
Hell
be more
no,
healthy.
you eat it, bro.
So we have a hissing cockroach, which is totally edible. We have a rat, as you can see in your bottom left corner. We have a rat, and that rat is edible. The Rapa Nui people would eat rat. So they knew that the Rapa Nuians, right, the indigenous people of Rapa Nui, would eat rat because they found the bones of the rat inside garbage, like, the ancient piles of garbage of the people where their food and everything else. So they knew they eat the rat for protein. So rat is edible, hissing cockroach is edible, and James is gonna be gone for a couple weeks or a week. We have a new culture food. Can we hear what the culture food is? And let's hear it again.
Hold on.
And let's see if we can guess. We got rat, we got hissing cockroach.
No,
Oh, look at this! It's moving.
Dude,
this
that's
larva
gross.
is moving. Okay, what are we hearing?
Dude, no.
What are we hearing?
Ugh. It makes me itch, man.
Is that a rat?
I hear bone.
Or is it a roach? Sounds tasty.
You're insane, dude.
Okay, so we're gonna end the show. We do have a culture food. Where's the culture food?
Oh shoot.
Okay, so Robert's gonna prepare it real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and try it. Now, those of you at home, what do you guys think it is? Well,
I'll pass, Pono.
Maybe we could just eat the larva in the back.
Dude, that's nasty.
Maybe. I mean, what would you pick? The roach?
Neither.
The larva.
The mole. The mole, dude.
Or rat.
No, man.
But wait, let me tell you, it can't be alive. We wouldn't do that. We would cook it.
No.
I mean, rat.
That's crazy, dude.
It's not bad.
No.
It's not bad, right?
I mean, it's not good.
So,
dude, there's something going on. As soon as
what?
My ear is just like, my whole head is like throbbing. I don't know. I think I'm allergic to the cockroach or the rat. I'm not even kidding.
All right, guys.
There's some weird stuff going on.
So, before we do the culture food.
Wait, what's wrong if I mean, I showed you mine. Show me yours.
In a bit. Okay, so before we do it, I want you to spin this and pull out what we're going to eat. Okay, so read it. What does it say?
Red.
Okay, so give him red. Oh, wait. Do one more for me. I know.
Beetle.
Oh, that means blue. Okay.
Oh no, dude.
Okay.
No.
So in celebration of our anniversary,
dude.
Let's just talk about it. The beginning of the show
Christ.
last year, on the anniversary of the cultural food segment, we ate balut. Now, to let everyone know, balut is a delicacy in the Philippines.
What's wrong with you?
In the Philippines. Do you want a beetle?
No.
We could do beetle.
But I mean, you didn't do beetle. You did blue.
Hey, check this out. The larva went back in the butt.
Quit changing.
What, dude?
It's not as long.
Dang, you're cracking it already?
Okay, so we're going to see who eats what.
I'm not eating this.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Okay, so one of us have a boiled egg and the other has a balut. And as you can see, get the mobile cam.
No,
as you can see,
there's no way I'm
James
eating
has
this,
it.
dude.
James.
I am not eating
It was
this.
all fair. You grabbed the raffle. You spun it.
Hold up to
You
the
pulled it. It was all fair. Hey, if I had it, I would eat it.
Dude, no. That's crazy.
Go.
I'm not doing it. That's nuts.
James.
Nope.
So this is a egg of a duckling that didn't hatch yet. And this is a delicacy in the Philippines called balut. Now, those of you that have tried it know that it's not that bad. But James got this.
Nope. No, that's the end of the show, folks.
No.
Oh, dude, it's falling apart in my hand.
Come on, James.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing it, dude. You said we weren't doing this crazy stuff anymore.
Okay, Robert.
I can't, dude.
Robert will eat it.
I'll eat half.
No. You got to just throw it all in your mouth.
Well,
You have to.
I have to peel it first.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, I mean, you're more of a man
Okay,
than
Robert
I will,
took it.
You're more
Robert
of a man
took
than
it.
I will
Robert
ever
Suarez. Okay, so show him the duck. Show him
Than
what
I will
it is.
ever be.
Show him close up what the duck looks like.
Is it a duck?
Yeah, it's a
Where's
baby
the
duck.
head?
You have to open it up and show him the duck.
Oh, dude, there's a body in there.
Dude.
It's a duck.
I don't want to eat that.
No. Hey, come on, you have to. You have to eat it.
Oh my god.
You have to eat it. Come on.
You eat the other half, I eat half?
No.
Dude, this is madness. Oh no.
I'll try half.
No, you have to. No.
I'm going to try if I could eat it.
Wait, is that the duck? Wait.
No, that's the duck.
Here.
Oh. No.
There's no way, dude.
Dude, this. Oh, dude, that's so sad.
No, flip it.
It's a baby duck that was fermented, like partially cooked, maybe. No. Dude, I got a date tonight, so I can't eat that. Turn it on.
For those of you that don't know, this is a balut. This is the actual duck embryo that's inside of all the egg that when you eat it real quick, that's it. He said that he's going to just down it. There he is. For culture.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Don't swallow it. You have to chew it. You have to chew it. You swallowed it?
I chewed it. It's all popped.
We have another one. You got to show
Oh,
it. Go
no.
slow.
Wait, the blue one's bullet, too?
You have to go slow. This is a delicacy, yeah. This is a delicacy, and now Robert has shared culture with the Philippines.
Oh, my gosh.
It's not bad.
Dude, pound
And
it.
he
Good
says
for you.
it's not bad.
Not bad.
Good for
Just-
you.
you
You're
go.
the man.
Just really-
It's the thought, right?
Well, Rita just said this is. She's like, "Oh my God, you guys are doing balut again." Second time watching, and this is what was going on. The second, dude, that's
Rosé?
gnarly. Well, I mean, I guess that's better than a rat and
You know
a
my camera?
cockroach.
It's like a feather
Dude,
on
I
my-
can't. I can't do that, man.
There's a positive to everything.
Oh, dude, that's gonna come out.
Hey, Kalani
swimming,
said
dude.
you're awesome. Filipinos would love you.
Oh, yay!
Hey, it's all about culture, guys, and it's crazy because it looks
Hey, Jason, give
crazy.
me those Clorox
It's
wipes
an
I need.
embryo. It's a duck, but
Oh, it's
you know
so
what?
gross.
The people in the Philippines, they eat it. It's street food. I mean, the cart comes around with the balut and
Like the ice cream man.
yeah.
No,
Really?
I mean, no disrespect to the
no
Filipino
disrespect,
at all. I
no?
just, I personally can't do it, dude.
Howie said his brother ate 6 a day
6 a day.
for 3 weeks when he went to Vietnam. So it's in Vietnam, I think Thailand too, maybe. So it's just Asian.
You know, to
Cultural
be
food?
honest,
Delicacy.
like that one, there was like I chewed it like 3 times real quick, and
Did you?
I was hoping like I wouldn't get a bone, and I didn't feel any bone. It was just
It's soft, right?
it tastes like fat, like really, like.
So it was good. We have another one here.
No, it's just the thought, man, of like seeing it, and then I shouldn't have opened it. I should just ate the whole.
It is a
thing.
thought.
Yeah.
You're right. It's the thought of chewing the beak and the eyeball.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty gross.
But I guess it's true that Pono's like, if that's all you had to eat, then guaranteed
Yeah.
you'd probably eat it.
Oh man, it would be like nothing, right? Like Naked and Afraid. They'd be like, "Bring it on, give me those
Naked and
balut."
we got eggs right here. It's the
Yeah,
hard
they'll be
bone.
like
Yeah.
killing for that. So, you know what, guys? Great show.
Yeah.
And share it. Tell everyone about it, and we'll see you next week. Shoots.